Ray, have you ever had the occasion to come out from a shopping mall or maybe a grocery store, Walmart, church, really doesn't matter, where you parked your car and someone has rudely dinged or dented your vehicle?
I have, yeah.
How'd it make you feel?
I mean, warm and fuzzy inside. Come on now.
Exactly. Let me ask you a question. Did you look into what it would cost to repair the ding or dent that you got using the paintless dent repair process?
I didn't.
Very, very few people do. A small one's about $50. Okay, a bigger one, credit card size, which is about the limit that they can fix, is about $150. You, like most people, didn't pay to have it fixed. But guess what? You end up paying for those dings and dents eventually. You know how?
No.
When you trade or sell the car, whoever buys it from you, whether it's us or a private buyer, they're going to look at the cosmetic condition of that vehicle. They are going to deduct from the value of your vehicle for every ding and dent that you have. Most people don't know that. Here's what we're going to do for you. Look, you're going to get a great price on our vehicle, but we're also going to lower your cost of ownership too. During the first 6 months, and you know as well as I do, dings and dents tend to occur really quickly when you buy a new or a used car. We're going to pay to have all the dings and dents you get fixed at absolutely no cost to you. If you get 10, instead of you having to pay $500 or $1,500 to get them fixed, we're going to fix those for you. We're going to give you 2 visits. So the first time you get one, don't dial that 1-800 number. Wait till you've got a couple of them. Okay, when you dial the 1-800 number, they're going to send you back here. Make sure you give me a heads up, and I'll make sure our paintless dent guy is ready for you when you get here. But the 1-800 people, they're the ones that set all this up initially. And what we're going to do is we're going to make sure that your vehicle not only stays good looking longer, we're going to make sure you get more for it when you trade or sell it. So we're going to reduce your cost of ownership, we're going to increase your resale value, and that's going to lower your total investment. And if you plan on keeping the vehicle longer than 6 months, Ray, I'm going to bet you probably are planning on keeping it longer than 6 months. Check with Jason or check with Mike or check with Max. They'll show you how to extend that coverage out to 2, 3, 4, even 5 years. Okay?
Awesome.
All right. That's paintless dent repair. What was the other one? Key replacement?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And you'll notice I'm trying to carry on a conversation here with Ray as opposed to a presentation. What's the difference between a presentation and a conversation?
I don't feel like they're the ones in monologue. You got the ones that dialogue.
Keep them involved.
Keep them involved, dialogue versus monologue. Look, if I'm just talking at Ray, Ray can turn me off. He can be staring me right in the eyes, but his mind can be a million miles away. But if I'm keeping him involved, I can tell how, I get a better idea if he understands the points I'm trying to get across. Ray, when it comes to keys, keys are a crazy thing these days. Have you ever lost a key fob or a key? Okay, let me ask you this. Did you look into what it would cost to get it replaced?
No.
Most people don't. Most people don't. But those that do are unpleasantly surprised. Those key fobs are mini computers. Many of the keys have chips in them. They're matching up to a computer in that vehicle. It doesn't require just cutting a key and creating a new key fob. It requires programming like any computer has to have. Very expensive. On the low side, it's about $200, $250. On the high side, it's $450, $500. Now, most people don't replace the keys that they lose. They just take better care of that last key. But everyone pays for those keys because when you trade or sell your car, a question that a prospective buyer is going to have, a question we're going to have if we're going to buy it from you is, how many keys do you have? Literally, the more keys your vehicle has, the more valuable it is. So, what we're going to do is we're going to help you out initially with your vehicle purchase. For the first 6 months, should you lose that key fob, should you run it through the washing machine and it just not work, should your dog chew it up, we're going to replace that key fob for you at zero cost to you. We'll replace the key fob, the key if it's applicable, we'll pay for the programming. Shoot, Ray, if you lose your entire key ring, we'll pay you an additional $200 to replace other keys on your key ring.
Oh, wow.
In addition, we'll pay to have your vehicle towed. We'll pay for substitute transportation. If you need a locksmith to get into the vehicle, or if your house key's on that key ring, if you need a locksmith to get into your house, we'll pay for the locksmith as well. One key claim can run up to $950. We'll do that for you twice during the first 6 months. If you lose more than 2 keys, Ray, you probably shouldn't be driving a car. Okay? And by the way, you can extend this coverage too, out to 2, 3, 4, even 5 years. Check with Jason or check with Max. They'll show you how to do it. Okay?
Outstanding, yeah.
Okay, that's how you want to have that conversation. Windshield repair is fairly simple. Brian, have you ever had an occasion where something kicked up off the road and starred or cracked your windshield?
Absolutely.
Did you get it fixed?
No, sir.
Okay. Did the crack eventually move to the point where you had to replace the windshield? Okay, so your insurance
They have
company.
done that, yes.
Yeah, your insurance company pays for that windshield, but you pay, what, $500 deductible? All right, well, we're not going to replace your windshield, but if you get a crack or a star no bigger than $50, and it's not in the driver's line of sight, because in the state of Tennessee, if you get a crack or a star in the driver's line of sight, the state demands that your insurance company replace the windshield. But if it's on the passenger side, instead of you paying $50 or $75 to have that thing fixed, we will pay to have it fixed for you. Worst case scenario is it keeps the crack from spreading, so you don't have to pay a $500 deductible to get your windshield replaced. And by the way, if you trade or sell a car and the windshield's got cracks or stars, you know, whoever buys it from you is going to deduct from the value of your vehicle. Okay? And you can also extend that coverage out to 3, 4, 5 years. All right?
Okay.
Hunter, when do you ever eat at a fast food restaurant?
All the time.
Okay. You ever use the drive-in banking?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Both of these places are the number 1 and 2 places that people scrape their wheels on curbs. If you go through a fast food drive-in, you'll notice the curbs are pretty black when you're going through. Same way with the bank drive-thrus. That's where people scrape their wheels. Has that ever happened to you?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Did you look into what it would take to get the alloy wheel fixed?
No.
Okay, most people don't. What happens is they get mad that it happens, but they can't get too mad because usually it's their own fault. However, instead of paying $150 or $200 to get the wheels repaired, they just leave them the way they are. Detracts from the looks of the vehicle, certainly, but guess what? You end up paying for those wheels anyway. You know how?
Trade value.
When you trade it or sell it, someone's going to look at those wheels and they are going to deduct from the value of your vehicle the cost to fix those wheels. I hope you don't curb the wheels on the vehicle you're buying today, ever. But if you do it during the first 6 months, we're going to pay to have them fixed for you. Okay? Instead of you pulling $100, $150, $200 out of your pocket, we'll take care of it for you. Just dial the 1-800 number. They'll probably send you back here because we got a wheel doctor back there who will grind and shine and really bring that wheel back to what it looked like when it was brand new. The only wheels that we won't do this for are chrome wheels, but the vehicle you came in to see does not have chrome wheels. So what we'll do is we'll reduce your cost of ownership, Hunter. We'll make sure no money comes out of your pocket for these fixes. And by the way, if your wheels look better when you go to trade or sell it next time, it'll be worth more. So we'll increase your resale value, which is going to lower your total investment. Cool? And you can always extend this coverage out past 6 months by talking to Max or Jason. They'll show you how to do that. Right? And then the one that gets the most use, and quite frankly, this one makes the rest of it all worth it, is the road hazard coverage. Brian, have you ever had a flat tire?
I have.
Okay, due to a nail or a screw or something you hit in the road?
Yeah.
Okay.
Big rock.
Were they able to repair the tire or did you have to replace it?
No, we had to replace it.
And how much did that cost you?
The tire was about $250.
Oh, that hurt. Okay. Well, I'm sorry that happened to you. But if it happens to you again over the next 6 months, it's not going to cost you a nickel. We will replace the tire for you. If it can be fixed, we'll fix it. As long as you hit something between the curbs, okay? Something as big as a pothole, something as small as a nail. If it blows your tire or causes your tire to go flat, call the 1-800 number. They will send you to a tire fix-it place. And if the tire can be fixed, they'll fix it. If it can't be fixed, they will replace it. Now, if you hit something hard enough to bend or break your wheel, and it won't hold air, we'll replace the wheel for you. Tire's $250. The wheel's going to be anywhere from $400 to $700. We'll do that an unlimited number of times over the next 6 months. We're going to keep money in your pocket, keep your vehicle looking better, make sure your tires are all matched, and that will eventually help you get more for the vehicle when you go to trade or sell it, so it will reduce your total investment rather dramatically. Okay? And by the way, you can always extend that coverage 2, 3, 4, even 5 years.
I do have a question though.
Yes, sir.
You mentioned it had happened between the curbs. What if it's like on a gravel driveway or something like that?
If you're not off-roading, okay, you're cool. Okay, if you're in somebody's gravel driveway and there's a broken glass in there, we're going to fix or replace your tire in that particular case. Okay? Okay.